Okay, time to learn text analytics. So to do this, we're going to use the Twitter data set that we've used previously in this class in an earlier checkpoint assignment. This is the same data set here. Go ahead and download it. It's in CSV already. And we're going to get it uploaded to right here in Azure Machine Learning Studio. So I think I've already, no, actually I don't have it. So let's do that together right now. Come here, grab the data. Cool, get that downloading. Let's come here and create a new data set. All right, get that uploading. While that's uploading, let's go to experiments and create a new one here. Blank. Okay, we're going to start with the easiest stuff and some of the most important stuff here. So let's call this Twitter, and we're going to start with detect languages and pre-process. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I'm waiting for this to finish uploading, and then we're going to grab that data set and pull it out here onto the page. Okay, that's done. Go ahead and grab that, pull it out here. Let's take a look at it so you can, in case you're not part of the class and just need to see what this is all about. What we have here is some actual tweets. Now the names on here are fake. I added those just to make it easy. They're some random name generator, but gender and everything else is accurate. Is reshare, that refers to whether or not this tweet itself is a reshare. Number of retweets that this tweet got. Clout score, comes from a website, clout.com, that calculates sort of your importance on social media online. So the score, I think, is between 0 and 100 or 1 and 100, representing how important you are. Sentiment, so we're going to talk about this during the this module, but not this particular video. So sentiment refers basically to how positive or negative a tweet's tone is. So you can see here 0 numbers. In this sentiment score, I believe negative numbers indicate a negative tone, whereas 0 is neutral. Country, state, city are accurate. Then, of course, we've got the actual tweet itself. Perfect. All right, next, let's go ahead and let's actually show you all of your options first. So let's collapse a few things. I don't know why it automatically expands all those. I wish it wouldn't. Makes it a pain when I have to do this. Okay. Text analytics. So here's all of our different options. Let's begin with our detect languages here. This one is going to be as straightforward as you can guess. Let's grab the text of the tweet. Great. Go ahead and run this guy. Run selected. So while this is running, let me talk about some of these other features here. Nope, never mind. That was going to go quick. There are only, I think I've got about 5,000 tweets in this data set. Let's double check that. No, never mind. I put all 13,000 in here. Comes from a much larger original data set though, but these are tweets that are about a particular product. In this case, it was Amazon Web Services. So let's visualize our results here. This says this particular tweet. If we go out here to our scored labels, we've got the language code in the ISO 6391 form, and then how much this is English. So let's see if we can find something else here. Spanish, perfect. That's exactly what it is. And here's how Spanish it is. Unknown, all right. I think you get that one. There's probably a lot of URLs or something like that, who knows. So detect languages is useful. Let's just remember this one for future reference. Another one, probably one of the most important ones that you're going to start almost every task with, is this one right here, pre-processed text. And we may even want to run detect languages off of a pre-processed text to see how much different it gets. So grab another connection there, and let me show you all of your options here. So let's also pull up, here we go, our module overview here from the documentation. So we use this for removal of stop words, We can replace specific expressions. If we're worried there's a certain code or text in here that we just want to get rid of everywhere, we can use that. Lemmatization, convert related words into a single form, like running, run. We'll change both of those to its single run form. Let's see here. Converting everything to lowercase. This is useful in some of our other tools later on, where it'll treat the same word that has different uppercase, lowercase as different words. So we want to go ahead and normalize everything to lower or uppercase so that we don't have that problem later. Sometimes there's certain things where people are just writing a bunch of text or modifying a word to say something like, instead of this was way better, they put it's way better with a bunch of A's or something like that. So we can remove the duplicate letters. And then also getting rid of emails and URLs. So very useful stuff. Let's go back here. So language, we're going to assume everything's English in this one, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, let's use the column selector to select which field we want to do this processing on. So by default, it grabs everything that's got text in it that's a categorical field, but we actually don't want to run this on everything. We don't care about these things. We just want to run it on the actual text field. So here's our remove stop words, and we can just check the boxes of which ones we want. Right here, this, we can also split things on a certain character, on special characters. Anyway, what I was looking for is, here we don't have to check a box to use this. We just say anywhere we're worried about there being a particular term or an acronym or something we don't think that Azure would know naturally, we can put in, for example, maybe we work for a company that researches geospatially aware mobile devices and applications, and they have this weird acronym. Let's replace that with the actual term, geospatial. But that's what we could do with this part right here. But I don't have any reason to suspect. Actually, no, I could do that right here. What I'm going to do is say AWS, because this shows up a lot in the text. We're going to replace this with Amazon Web Services. There we go. Because then we can actually look at each of these and detect a company and a product or a technology or something like that. So let's go ahead and run this. Pause this. All right, let's take a look here. So results data set, this is going to generate a new column. Here's our original text column, and then here's our pre-processed text. So notice it separated out the special character from the word so that it could identify the word a little easier, and other analyses will do. Got rid of the URL. AWS, I'm surprised that didn't change that to Amazon Web Services. I'll have to take a look at that one again. But yeah, I did get rid of this whole thing because it recognized that it's a URL. All right, for its easy integration with. Cool, let's keep scrolling through here. All right. I wonder if it's because it's getting converted to lowercase, and we did change that to lowercase. Let's try that real quick. So back here, let's change this uppercase because we told it to convert everything to lowercase. So maybe it's running that first, and then it's not finding capital AWS anywhere, which is why it's not converting it. Let's go ahead and run that again. It didn't take very long, so I'll just leave this recording for a second. So while it's running, basically this pre-processed text is an obvious first step we'll use for many of the other techniques we're going to use next. So it's just a good habit to get into putting this in there first. Something else you might consider and include, especially if you're going to be doing the checkpoint at the end of this chapter, is that we may need to use a clean missing data. So in the Amazon data with product reviews that you'll do for the checkpoint, some of the reviews are missing, and that will throw an error in some of these tools because they'll say, hey, there's no text for us to do anything on. So consider using a clean missing data pill and put it in between the data and the pre-processed text. Anyway, let's take a look at this now and see what it looks like. No, that still didn't fix my problem. That's all right. I can look into that one later. For now, what we do have, though, is much simpler tweets that we can start analyzing. So cool, that's it for this video.